ship this morning, kiss the sunrise with my eyes. So it's
All right, welcome to Last Call. Quick shout out to our sponsors. First up, we have Kiss My Souls. They're a clothing company coming out of Toronto, Canada. They got hoodies, t-shirts. They also do shoes like Jordans and Nikes. Check them out at Kiss My Souls INC on Instagram. And you can head over to www.kissmysouls.ca, do some shopping, use promo code DJ.Grizz for 20% off at checkout, but that's only on the clothing, not the shoes. And we want to give a shout out to Haiku. They do vegan edibles and so much more. They also do like rubs and bath bombs, CBD and all that kind of stuff. June 1st, they're having their website launch event. Come down, mix and mingle, and meet some new people. You can see the collection that they have to offer. There's going to be stash box painting, a comedy show, infused food and drinks, raffle prizes, and there's a cannabis smoking patio. You need to RSVP at haiku, HIGHKU.co @gmail.com to receive the location and time. Admission is free, and there's a strict dress code in effect. Please wear red. But this is a secret show, so the only way to get in is if you RSVP. This is Last Call. This is DJ.Grizz alongside my co-host Dylan Roberts. Oh, I just took your... This is my co-host
Dylan Roberts.
All right. That's the intros. Sorry, I jumped ahead of myself there.
It is all good.
All right. Weekly review. What do we got?
Oh, man. Starbucks. They're exposing people to deadly pesticides, and now they are being sued.
Yes, they are. All my Starbucks drinkers out there, be careful. In New York, apparently they're being sued for $75,000 for affecting people with pesticides poisoning.
Like, how does that even happen?
Because, like, they've been using this thing called, I guess it's called No Pest. They're strips. And I guess you put them wherever you're having a pest problem. But, like, the packaging comes with clear warnings on the labels that you're not supposed to put it near food and countertops and things like that. And they've been using them in their break rooms, on the counters, beside the food.
Wow.
And all that. So, sounds like they got a real heavy lawsuit on their hands.
Just makes you wonder how much of that stuff goes unnoticed, like just in general.
I know, right? That's why it's always safer to just eat at home.
Yeah.
You know, make coffee at home. But if you want, to go out and buy these things, you run that risk. I mean, you just run the risk of somebody not washing their hands.
Right.
Like, it's disgusting when you really think about it.
Absolutely.
But a lot of people don't think about that. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I would you don't really ever think about it until you see situations like this, and then it's almost like you're just brainwashed into just forgetting about it.
That's right.
You need to, like, it makes you really need to have like a really good conscience, I guess, to not, I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, but you need to make a better effort, I guess, to take care of what you're putting in your body.
That's right. You gotta keep track of that stuff, man.
Yeah.
And that's just something that a lot of people don't think about.
For sure.
Well, we'll see what happens with that case going on.
For sure.
What else have we got?
Jason Mitchell, the actor from The Shy, Straight Outta Compton, is facing some allegations, being let go.
That's right. Yeah, he got dropped from the show for inappropriate behavior. There was supposed to be a new Netflix film that was coming out. He got dropped from that project. And his management dropped him too. So
Wow.
it's not looking too good for him right now. And like his co-host, I can't remember her name, but his co-host on The Shy, she had to have her fiance come down and be on set when they were filming their scenes, like, because she was that scared and uncomfortable with him. That's kind of crazy.
Oh my God. It just goes to show you, I guess, like it's anybody, you know. I will go on the record as saying I was a huge fan of his, but
Absolutely.
now I'm like seeing him in a different light. Like, did he just ruin Straight Outta Compton for me, you know?
And he might have.
Because that's aggressive, you know. For her to say that, how aggressive do you have to be? That's not just little jokes here and there, you know?
Exactly. And it's not just her. There's a lot of females coming forward.
Oh, man.
So it's not looking too good for him.
All that work down the drain.
Speaking of which, Lyft is starting this thing where they're adding a panic button to their app so that you can call 911 if anything happens, or if there's an emergency, or if you're in a situation with your driver or something like that. There's now a panic button that you can hit and it automatically contacts 911. I think that's something that like all these ride-sharing apps should have.
Definitely.
Just so people have a easier state of mind using these services.
Well, and you know, it holds the drivers more accountable too. You know,
Absolutely.
you're less likely for something to happen if they know that there's that button present.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, I definitely agree that should be implemented everywhere.
I think so.
Yeah.
I've heard some horror stories.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see what happens with that.
Definitely.
What else we got going on?
We got DJ Khaled dropped his newest album, Son of Assad, this weekend, and he has his single on there with Nipsey Hussle and John Legend. It's called Higher. They shot a music video, and I was actually looking on Khaled's Instagram, and he had a message about how they had just recorded that video days before Nipsey got shot, and it was supposed to be like the lead single of the project, but he had to obviously push it back, and they dropped it on the album. But he's all the proceeds from the song are going to Nipsey's kids. So
Cool.
Good on Khaled for that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Definitely an emotional song. Almost got me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was well done.
Very well done.
Cool. What else we got going on?
Kodak Black.
Again. This guy.
He can't catch a break anywhere. He's been locked up for the last week or so now, and
It's hard to catch a break when you're a piece of shit.
yeah, that is very true. They're saying that they got fingerprints linking him to a shooting back in March,
Oh, crazy.
and that he purchased 3 weapons and about 100 rounds of ammunition, all while being on parole. So you're not supposed to be doing any of that.
Yeah.
So, and then he's got a concert promoter saying that he bailed out on him last year and wants him to pay up. So it's not looking very good for Kodak Black right now.
No. He might not even get out of jail.
Yeah, he's facing up to 10 years, and if these charges just keep coming, could be longer for sure.
Crazy. Well, keep your butt cheeks tight. Oh, good luck. What else we got going on?
On a happier note, we got Chance the Rapper, one of my favorite guys.
Yeah.
He's just dropped a new song called Groceries, and he's doing a challenge where if you dance to his song and he likes the dance, he'll pay for your groceries for the whole year.
For the whole year.
For a whole year.
Whole year of free groceries.
Free groceries.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't dance, but
You might have to.
I might have to. I'll chuck and jive for some groceries.
Chuck and jive.
I'm gonna get some complaints about that one, but whatever. I'll do a little two-step for some groceries.
Keep you updated on the groceries.
Yeah, well, we'll see if I do a video there. You might see me busting a heel and toe. Anything can happen. What else do we got going on? Is that it for the weekly reviews?
That is all for the weekly review.
Alright, so next up we have Dope Finds. What do we have this week?
And I do dope.
We got the Beat Junkies record pool. It's they focus a lot on old school hip hop and like classic funk and stuff like that. It's really good for all the DJs that want to like expand their horizons with music.
Okay.
I found a lot of old samples, old hip hop songs that I had never even heard, and yeah, you'll get stuck on there for quite a few hours.
That's cool. That sounds very resourceful. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to check that out. Alright, well, that's your Dope Finds for this week. And up next we have If You Don't Know, Now You Know. Did you know that beer in Russia was considered a soft drink up until 2011?
Pardon me?
Beer in Russia was considered a soft drink. So like, can I get a Coke? Or can I get a beer?
Get out.
Yeah, it was considered a soft drink up until 2011. The average Russian drinks the equivalent of 32 pints of pure alcohol per year. Could you imagine?
No, I couldn't.
Like, your poor liver. I'm sure I did my fair share of damage to my liver, but that's crazy.
And they love their vodka over there,
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just beer.
I get it.
Beer. You just go into the store for a beer. It's like a nothing over there, I guess.
Can I get a Coke?
Damn,
That's
Russia,
crazy.
you're wild.
Well, if you didn't know, now you know. Russia is wild. What do we got coming up in DJ life?
This week in DJ Life, we are discussing reading the room and your dance floor.
Okay. Those are two very important things as a DJ. You need to know how to read a room, and you need to know how to read a crowd. It's only going to help your performance. It's only going to help you create the proper soundtrack for that evening.
Absolutely.
When reading people, like, you need to know signs of like body language and things like that in order to be able to read a crowd really well.
For sure.
And, just go with the flow of the room. Like, how do you read a room?
Yeah, I think body language is super important as well. So you gotta realize your age demo in the room and maybe see. I like to try just to start maybe with like see if they're into some of the throwbacks, like some Eve or some Ashanti, stuff like that.
Right.
If not, maybe go into some more dancier stuff, like some Rihanna, stuff like that, and I just like to see what people grab at and go with that.
Cool. Yeah, that's some good advice. I typically, when I start in a room, I'll keep my BPMs low.
Right.
And let it build from there. Depends on the crowd and how they're vibing to the music. Depends on where I'll go with it. But yeah, same idea.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, next up we have ultimatums. Would you rather? Would you rather be in jail for a year or lose a year of your life?
Wow. You didn't pre-screen me this one
I
this
did
week. I was on the spot thinking here.
I just dropped it on you. Bam.
Jail for a year or a year taken from your life?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm taking the year off my life, man. I'm not making it a year in jail.
Really?
It's not happening.
I think I could do a year in jail.
Look at me, though. Look at you. I would be the, I don't want to say the bitch, but that's what I'd be.
Yeah, you would be.
I wouldn't last. I would just do as I was told to avoid. Yeah.
That's just how you are, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. I think I could do a year in jail. I think I'd be alright. It's just a year.
Yeah, that's 364 days too long for me.
I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't be hard, but it's just jail. I don't know. Jail doesn't seem like I'm not gonna say whether or not I've seen the inside of a jail ever before in my life, but I don't think it would be that difficult to just buckle down for 12 months.
Just slide through?
Yeah. Keep to yourself. Try to, anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would be easier for you to slide through and just get through because...
what are you trying to say here, Dylan?
That you're much more intimidating than I am. I'm not... I'm somebody that is easily pushed around. You, on the other hand, not so much.
You need to change your mentality. You need to change how you view yourself.
Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't last a day. What would you guys do? Would you have a year of your life taken off, or would you do 12 months in the slammer? Let us know. Hit us up at lastcallpcast@gmail.com. Or you can find us on Instagram at lastcallpc. Up next, we have the question of the week.
This week's question of the week comes from Landy is Candy. We're back at it with the Instagram names.
What's up, Landy?
Landy's our guy. How did you start DJing, and what was your first big gig?
Ooh. How did I start DJing? Believe it or not, I came to Edmonton to go to Bible college. And when I was in school, I ended up having a stroke. I had 2 strokes. So I had to take time off school. Mm-hmm. And during that time, I remember I went out for my birthday. And DJ Low-Key was DJing, and he was dope. And I just ended up talking with him, and he told me to come out, and I started DJing with him and Chad. And the rest is kind of just history. I mean, we just all started doing gigs together and things like that. I don't remember my first big show. I've done quite a lot.
Yeah, you've been at it for a while.
Yeah, but definitely my most memorable would be touring with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh.
That Canadian tour was dope with Dizzy. We just went from city to city opening for Bone Thugs. And
wow.
It was crazy. I'll never forget that time in my life.
I could imagine there's some stories there.
There's a few.
Damn.
There's a few. What about you?
I started out DJing. Me and a couple buddies just picked up some real crappy controllers and just we're just playing around with it, and I started to take it a little bit further, and then just started randomly messaging DJs on Facebook trying to get put on. Mm-hmm. And came across you and Dizzy's name and messaged Dizzy asking about a night you guys had and if I could get on, and he said, yeah, sure, come down. And
thanks, Dizzy.
Not to your knowledge, but I showed up and did my thing, and somehow you stuck with me, but that was the start. And then first big gig would have been when we were playing over at Red Square.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was like my first bar gig. That was
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, I had never played on any industry standard equipment ever. It just CDJs, nothing. I just played on a little controller, and that was it. And you threw me into it and said, "This, you don't know this program, you don't know this equipment, but you're just gonna do it." And I just did it, and here we are.
Yeah. That's a good time.
Yeah.
That's how I learned.
For sure.
Just throw you in there.
Yeah.
It's the best way to learn. I think, anyways.
No, it helped out a lot.
Alright. Don't forget to send us more questions. You can DM us on our Instagram, or you can email us at lastcallpcast@gmail.com. What do we got up next?
Up next, we got Dope DJ of the Week.
Alright, who is it?
This week is DJ TLM out of Amsterdam. He has a YouTube channel where he has a segment called Share the Knowledge, and he just goes into everything from buying your first setup to dealing with crowds, how to organize your music, different mixing techniques, how much to charge for your gigs. It's just very it's very educational, and he just like any question you could ever have about DJing, even if you're not a beginner, he's got a lot of just very dope videos that are just break everything down, and it's inspiring for sure. It just gets, sometimes you need a little push, get your creative juices going, you know?
Yeah. Cool, like a training manual for DJs.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
But it's explained, you know, it's not like a step-by-step process or anything. It's just explained in a way that you can understand. That it's very short, little bite-sized videos. It's dope.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Definitely check him out.
Alright, shout out to him. Up next, we have Diary of a Mad DJ. Sweet, we're going to talk about opening DJs.
Okay. Hit me.
My biggest pet peeve with opening DJs is they don't know how to stay in their lane. Like, they don't realize that they're opening the show. So, like, they're supposed to, like, help get people into the mood, you know?
Right.
You're the foreplay, right? When you're with a girl, you don't just run in and whip your thing out and just go to town. No, you take your time. You know, there's a little caressing, a little kissing. That's what the opening DJ is supposed to do. Okay. But no, a lot of you motherfuckers just want to jump in.
Hold on. Brr. He's going in.
And play hit after hit after hit after hit. And then the headlining DJ is left with nothing to really play. Or we have to repeat everything you just did. Because you're trying to get every hit off during your set. I hate opening DJs.
No, I feel you. It's okay to you know, show up and want to do your job good and make a good impression, but you also have to be aware of what the hot records are and what the crowd looks like they're going to respond to, and you have to find filler songs to make it work. You can't play the biggest Drake song at 11 o'clock and the headliner hops on at midnight, and now they can't play that song, or they have to repeat it, which I know a lot of DJs don't like to do.
Yeah. It's just really annoying. I mean, I've definitely dealt with my fair share of crappy opening DJs, and you have to be a really good DJ to know how to handle that situation and play around it.
For sure.
I mean, it's doable, but it's annoying.
Definitely a headache. Yeah.
So, just opening DJs need to learn how to just play their part. And that takes us into how to make DJing fun again. Play your role. Be a part of the team. If you're an opening DJ, there goes my voice. If you're an opening DJ and you know that's your role, then play your role. You know, be a team player. Don't try and show up and show out and be all flashy and let your ego get the best of you. It's a team effort, and it should be done in a way that everyone is respected and appreciated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely hear you on that one. I just miss like when DJs would just get together and it was just, let's just have a good time, not try to one up the other person.
Yeah.
I never try to go into a room and one up another DJ. Just don't think like that's really what it's about. It's about making sure the people in the establishment or the event, whatever it is you're doing, are having a good time and enjoying themselves. That's really all it comes down to.
It's not about us. It's about the people. We're there to make sure that they have a good time.
Absolutely.
You know? And I think if everybody just stayed in their lane and played their role, that's a good way to make DJing fun again.
Yep.
Alright. Well, that's it for this episode of Last Call. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate the love and support. We hope that you continue to listen and continue on this journey with us. Until next time, peace and love. Be good to each other. And we'll talk to you next week.
Peace.
Peace out.